I love anime that makes me think, which is why I love psychological anime. Psychological anime is one of my favorite genres of anime, with its thought-provoking questions, dark themes, and overall messaging, all while being wrapped up in a very grungy old retro aesthetic package. Now, some of my favorite psychological anime is Steins Gate, Serial Experiments Lane, and you probably guessed it, Kino's Journey 2003. Now, I watched Kino's Journey a few years ago, probably in high school, I think, and I watched it on a random, and I absolutely fell in love with it. So when I found out that they had a Blu-ray that came out on Sentai Filmworks, I had to copy. And ever since then, I think I watched that anime probably four times, like back to back, because it's so good. Now, the thing that I love the most about Kino's Journey is its story. This story is super rich and thought-provoking. The story of Kino's Journey is about the nature of beauty, the importance of understanding others, and the importance of the journey itself rather than the destination in mind. It's also very introspective, sometimes dark, and it really goes in deep on the human psychology, which I think it does really well, which is one of the reasons why I like it so much. In Kino's Journey, we follow Kino and her talking motorcycle Hermes as they travel country to country, exploring their very unique customs, cultures, and rules. Now, Kino adheres to a 3-day rule for each country that she visits because she believes that it's enough time to learn about a place before getting too attached. Now, she also believes that if she settles down, she's afraid that she won't be a traveler anymore. Now, each country that Kino visits presents a thought-provoking scenario, raising questions about society, human nature, and different ways of life. Now, 3 things that I'm going to talk about that I really enjoyed about this anime is the tone, the style, and the music. To get started with the tone of this anime was really well done in my opinion. It actually that's what really drew me to the anime. The show has a very laid back but serious undertone. There's also times where it can be lighthearted in a sense as well, which I really enjoyed. The anime feels as though we're watching it through an old camcorder, which is really dope. Like, when you watch the anime and you see every single scene, it looks like you're watching on a CRT, and it's just a vibe. Actually, if you have a CRT, I highly recommend watching it on a CRT. Like, it hits different when you watch it that way. Plus, I feel like that's how the anime was created to be watched on. To be honest, I mean, it's an early 2000s anime, so the vibes, you know what I'm saying? So I really like that aspect of how they captured each scene, and I feel like it helped with the very emotional, intense scenes as well. I think that pushed it forward, in my opinion. Now, for the style of this anime, I absolutely love the style of this anime. I love the way it was drawn. I love the colors that they chose for it. It had a very mute color palette, if that makes sense. It really enforced the tone of the show, and the background art and character designs were really well done. I absolutely loved it. I like when anime takes it up a notch. You know what I'm saying? I like when they're very creative. And in the early 2000s, we got a lot of experimental anime, which birthed this one, which I really appreciated. I really wish anime nowadays was kind of like that. I wish we got more stylized anime than, you know, the same art style, the same like color palette. I wish we experimented more with the color palettes and the art styles like they used to in the early 2000s. But that's why I like this anime so much, because they really pushed the needle when it came to the art, and the backgrounds were so fire. Like, you can tell like somebody actually put forth the effort to like paint these backgrounds, because it looks hand painted. Like, I think it looks like watercolor almost. Very detailed. I really love it. Now, the next thing that I really appreciate about this anime is the soundtrack. The soundtrack was so good. Like, the opening song for this anime was gas, and the ending song for this anime was gas, and then all of the OSTs that was used for each individual scene was really well done. It had a very somber yet upbuilding soundtrack as well at the same time, conjuring a very adventurous vibe, was highly enjoyable to me. And the music was composed by Ryo Sakai, who also had a hand in making music for Soul Hunter, for Shigi Yugi, and Tenchi Muyo. So for all my Tenchi Muyo fans, if y'all watched Tenchi Muyo when it was on Toonami and y'all remember that soundtrack was absolutely gas. So you can only imagine what they did with this soundtrack. I think they did a good job with matching the vibe of the anime. I don't think we get that a lot, especially in today's anime. The soundtracks don't fit the anime. It feels like the music can be used for any other anime, but for this anime specifically, I don't feel like the soundtrack could be used for another anime. I think the way they created it was specifically for this one, which I appreciated it. And it definitely, for those dramatic scenes that we got in this show, the music helped drive that point home. Like, it really did. So I really love the music for this anime. I could tell that Ryo really took their time. You know what I'm saying? I could tell that they took their time with each and every song that was produced for this show, which I thoroughly enjoyed. Now, if this sounds like your cup of tea, I highly recommend watching this anime. I don't think you could watch it legally. If you can watch it legally, you could probably watch it on Crunchyroll. Actually, no, it's not Crunchyroll. I think you could watch it on High Dive. If you don't have High Dive, highly recommend getting that. They have a lot of anime on there, and I like High Dive because they have a lot of anime on there. So highly recommend watching it either on High Dive or getting a Blu-ray from Sentai Filmworks. Or if you really don't have the means, go ahead and Luffy it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna tell nobody. But yeah, that's all I have to say about this anime. This anime was really good. I would rate it probably an 8 or 9 out of 10 because I'm biased because I love it so much. But if you think the story is interesting, I definitely say give it a shot. It will make you think, so put your thinking caps on when you watch it, because you will be thinking a lot. Like, you'll be like, why they said this, or why they asked this question, why did they do things this way, and stuff like that. It'll have you questioning your entire existence. So definitely watch it if that's your cup of tea. Now, I know I haven't been making videos a lot recently. I know I've been kind of gone for like 6 months, which I apologize for. I've been going through a lot of stuff mentally, which I talked about in my community tab, but I'm back now. I'm making more content. I'm making more content on TikTok. I'm going live more on TikTok. I'm making more content for YouTube. I will be making that room tour video soon. I kind of stopped production on that because of the stuff that I was going through in my personal life, but we're back at it. And you should see that video soon, so be on the lookout for that, and be on the lookout for new content. If you want more anime review videos, let me know. If you want more merch content, I will be coming out with that as well, because I did get some Blu-rays from Sentai Filmworks that I want to make a video about. So let me know if y'all want that. And I also made a Discord server. Shout out to my TikTok community, because they're the ones who drove me to make the server in the first place, because they've been wanting a server for the longest. So if you want to join my server, I will put it in the description of this video, so you can join the community, get to talk to more anime fans about all things anime, even niche anime fandom stuff. I put that in there. Now, my Discord server is a work in progress, so bear with me. It's not done yet, but I do have some things in there that I feel like y'all would enjoy. But that's pretty much it. I can't wait to see y'all in the next video. Thank y'all for supporting me for this long, and thank y'all for being patient. I'm gonna see y'all later. Nebby out.